business is a tool to help life go right. Right. And when it's in that context, if we are abusing business and we're not allowing our business to be a stable rock, which can allow people's lives to go right with by funding their lives to doing those kind of things, then we lose a really critical thing, right? If business is stable, then it can be the one stable place when your life is rocky, right? We take advantage of the fact that people with stable lives can handle a rocky business. But we got to understand that really we're trying to build a stable business so that people's rocky lives so they can have rocky lives. People die, people get sick, shit happens, right? And at the bottom of it, do we want a community that can handle and support us when that shit happens? And if we can help build that vision for what is this business about, then we can say, look, we're going to come together and help you when your life gets rocky. But we're not going to let your rocky life rock this business, because then we all fail. And this comes back to, we got to have people taking ownership, accountability, responsibility. If they're not getting something done, at some point they become a liability to the business, to themselves. They start tearing apart the trust systems that have been put in place, or letting the systems degrade, as it were. And in those scenarios, we need them to change. We need to get right, or we need them to get out of the way. And whether they decide to resign because they're not the best fit for the role anymore, that's wonderful, right? If I'm the bottleneck and I recognize that the team's trying to move forward and they're stuck on me, true ownership is maybe I'm the wrong person for the role. Let's right roll me, or let's figure out a way that I can get out of the way. But I got to own that. And I think the tough conversations we have with people, we gotta move them towards taking ownership, accountability, responsibility. If they go into denial, excuse, blame, excuse, denial, we gotta have that conversation, because now they're actively being a hindrance to what we need to go on. And that's not good for them. It's not good for the team. It's not good for the business across the board. So let's talk about that. Let's bring that out in the surface, and let's be real, where it's like, I want the best for you. I want the best for the team. And sometimes the best for you and the best for the team is that we give you space to go and do something elsewhere. And recognizing that becoming an enabler is not the win-win solution forward. And it's just like when we're enabling people in our lives. They're an addict and we're giving them access because we feel for them. That's not helpful to them or to us. It's one of the benefits of the billion and trillion dollar companies, right? Those are the stable places. And there's a lot of redundancy. And what I would encourage is the acknowledgement that until you're there, wherever there is, that there is a level of expectation that we need people to bring their all when they show up. And if they can't, there's a giant ecosystem out there that has been through those roads, and they can get there, and we don't have to be the saviors. All right. So yes, I think it's a massive responsibility for us to say, let's fix our systems. Let's get our systems right. I love that, because it's absolutely correct. Just know where you're at. When times are tight, it's like, we need to take advantage of the structures for that, and we need the right people in the right seats for this season that we're in.